If anyone's here, let me know if you can hear me. Oh, got a couple likes already. If you can hear me, let me know. Putting my pennies back. Checking for enders. You can do it. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Can you hear me all right? I'm just kind of playing around with it, seeing how it works. Tried it the first time my phone died, which is weird because it didn't look like the battery was low or anything. Silver Snatcher, what's up? You can do it. All right, so you can hear me. Cool. Just kind of fidgeting around with it right now. I got 2 people, 3 likes. Huh. This is easier than I thought. Went through a box of nickels recently. Didn't find a whole lot. A little over $1 worth of oldies. Just opened up a box of pennies, and I have 1 wheat ender. Is this lagging? Is this kind of slow? It's kind of lagging for me a little bit. Maybe not for you guys, I don't know. Just gonna kind of mess around with it, see how well it films. Start opening up some rolls here. Lagging just a tad, not bad though. Okay, well, we'll see. My phone model is a little older, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Yeah, mine's lagging pretty bad actually. It's kind of slow the way it's filming. I'm not expecting a bunch of people to watch this. I'm just kind of fidgeting around with it. Hmm. 2017. And that there are I learned a lot about more modern varieties for pennies to cherry pick for. 1995, I'll look for a double die obverse on that one. Some boxes I get, they just don't have a whole lot of copper in them, but this one seems to have a decent amount so far. Then again, I've only opened up 1 roll. Is it still lagging? I don't know. Maybe I could get a new camera for it. Let's see. It really depends on how it all goes. I'd love to find a wheat live. That'd be cool. Oh, wow. Just as I say that. 1938. Come on, focus. Ah. YOLO Bagels, what's up? I don't know if my phone can handle it. I'm lagging pretty bad. I don't know. I might get like a... If I keep doing this, I'll probably get like a whole different camera for it, because this phone ain't gonna cut it. I did, however, just get a 1938 wheat penny. So that's pretty sweet. That's only the second roll in this box. I got 2 people. Woohoo! 2009. I'm not going to do pennies every live stream because I know this is going to get really, really boring. Maybe $half next time. I need better lighting. I have one studio light that I got for Christmas, I think, a couple years, I think last Christmas, the year before last Christmas. I think I need at least one more, maybe another, if I'm going to keep doing this. Because honestly, this lighting, I have a lamp here in front, and then I have the studio light beside me to my right. And I'm definitely going to need more lighting, because even for like the regular videos I shoot, it's not the best. I always pull out the 82s as well, and I weigh them because I have a gram scale, because most of the 82s that I do find are copper. Some people are scared of the 82s because, you know, you don't know if they're copper or zinc, but I just weigh them, and then I know. And most of them that I find are copper. So to me, it's worth it. Phone keeps going dark. Hey, I got 3 people now. What's up, y'all? That one's a little chewed up. Good amount of old copper in this box so far. I've only opened up 3 rolls. Let's see here. Did go to the thrift store today. I found a mason jar. It's a blue one. It's like a light blue, and it has a wire bale top. I always like to snatch those up whenever I can and fill them with copper pennies. It was only $2 too. Not a bad deal. Yeah, this phone definitely isn't gonna cut it for live streaming if I do it more often. My normal coin roll hunting is a little longer than this, but I'm just kind of gonna go through it because I don't want to bore everybody. And I'll cherry pick through everything later. Sometimes you can look at the 82s and you can just tell they're zinc by the way they look. Much lower relief typically, and you can see sometimes the zinc underneath will be corroded. But I weigh them all just in case. We have one wheat penny so far, 1938. Pretty cool. If you get bored, feel nothing but an experiment. I don't know. I'll probably just delete it after I finish it. I know Raven Hot Coins is, I believe, doing a live stream right now. If y'all get bored, you can head over there and check him out too. Just got an S mint. It's a 74S. The more I learn about pennies, the more I realize I don't know crap about pennies. Ain't that friend? This one is green. 2005. Yeah, pennies have they just have so much history behind them. It's really fascinating. I mean, that goes for any coin, really. Just coins in general, there's just so much history behind them. And the more you learn, the more you realize how much more there is to learn. There's just so much out there. And you hear the saying, knowledge is power. Well, I'm going to tell you that could not be more true when it comes to coin collecting, because people interact with coins every day. And the more you know, the more that you will be able to find. You won't, there are a lot of things that otherwise you might overlook. And if you take your time, take a coin out of circulation, look at the details, see if it's a date for a potential, error or variety, or even if it's a key date. If you know it, check it out. It doesn't hurt to look. I found a 2007 dime once. I was counting my drawer at work, and it had a very big crack along the front. I didn't know what in the world it was, so I shoved it in my pocket, and of course I traded for it. I put a dime back in the tray. But I took that home, looked it up. Turns out it was a shattered die error. And similar examples typically sell for well over $100 in certified, when they're certified. Even uncertified examples sell for a decent amount, so I still have it. I'm going to keep it, maybe get it attributed one day. I don't know, we'll see. I got 6 people in now. Ooh, how are you guys doing? I have 1 wheat ender in this box. I probably won't go through this whole box during the live stream, but maybe I'll open that up in the end. I don't like to tear open the rolls because I like to save them and just put the pennies back in the same rolls. Any errors? No, not yet. I'm not going to take a whole lot of time to cherry pick them during the live stream. You know, I cherry pick a few if I don't have to use a magnifier. But you know, if I take a lot of time, because I know what to look for a lot of it. But if I take my time, you know, I'm just gonna bore all of y'all. So did just get another Wheatie. 45. Man, I'm lagging bad. Yeah, I mean, again, this is just an experimental live stream. So if I do it again or if I do it more frequently, I'm gonna maybe invest in another camera. Found a really cool cut a couple weeks ago. Bam Bam says that's pretty cool. Cuds, cool. I think they're better known as die chips, but you know, the bigger they are, the better. I have a dime with a fairly decent sized one right on the edge, so they can be cool. The best errors to look for are the ones that you don't need a magnifier to see. The ones that are more pronounced, more prominent. I think on the 1994, you can look for doubled columns on the reverse to the right side. A lot of 2017 Ps. I only ever found one entire box of these, and I sold it for nearly $300 at the beginning of 2017. Now, last I checked, you could still get maybe double face value for one box, but that was a while ago. I don't know if they're still paying that. I think it'd be crazy if they are, but hey, some people don't have access to that, so I understand why. Plus, it's very hard to get specific boxes of coins at a bank. You know, you can ask the tellers, you know, that. It's really just a game of what's it gonna be. A cud. He's asking what a cud is. It's when a part of the die chips off, and basically you have like a big lump of metal somewhere on the coin. There are a few known varieties, like for the some year of wheat penny. I'm not sure what year it is. You have a cud right between the B and the E in Liberty, and they call it the BIE error, BIE. So it's just an extra lump of metal on the coin. Sometimes it's on the edge. Imagine finding a box of wheat. Oh, yeah. People actually gather up that many wheats, and they'll sell a box of them on eBay, and they sell for a decent amount. 1959. Throw that in with the copper. A lot of 82s. I'll weigh them all out later. See if I can get a better angle here without knocking my camera over. No problem, you can do it. I love to share knowledge. Anything I know. I like answering people's questions because the more you know, the more you can find. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more lighting. This is kind of dark. Even with the studio light beside me, this is kind of dark. If I do this too long, I'm gonna start using dark humor. YOLO Bagels, I'm back. What's up? $1983. For these, you want to look for 1 cent. It could be doubled on the reverse. Those carry a decent premium. Typically, I'm not this disorganized when I'm coin roll hunting, but I don't want to take the time to organize everything and bore everyone out of their minds. 1984, no doubled ear on that one. Yeah, Canadian nickels are something a little different to find. Ones that are like older. I'll find a few that are like more modern, but my favorite ones are the older ones. I found one from I think what was it, 1929? I can't remember exactly. But I found a decently old one. I can't even remember if I found it coin roll hunting or if I found it in a Coinstar. Anyway, I know I have it, so that's all that matters. Can't even see the date on that one. Looks like an 86. 72, you definitely will look for a double die obverse on those. Yeah, I have a few videos in my inventory. And my camera fell over. Very nice. Better tripod for this. Alright, you can do it. See you later. Thanks for checking stuff out. See if I can do this again sometime. Who else is here? Declare yourself. This is an 83, but it looks copper. Nope, that's zinc. Yeah, I know you're here, Bam Bam. So I have 5 people watching. Wonder who they are. Just got another wheat. 55 Denver. I figured you were here, yeah. Yeah, I know. You watching... Oh, Jeopardy is over. Huh. Decent box so far. I'm only a few rolls in and I've gotten 3 wheats. Now if I could just find that 1909 SVDB or that 1914D, that would be nice. I'm still lagging, aren't I? I can't imagine it would be any different after 25 minutes of streaming. Well, you notice over time that they use much lower relief in their strikes. Like, let's see, I could pull out one from the 60s here, and then one from the 70s. You can actually tell they're lighter on there. Like this is a 68, this is a 76. You can tell the 68 has a little higher relief, and I guess, I don't know, maybe it's cheaper. It's pixelated, huh? Yeah, this camera, I'm gonna need another camera. So, I've gotten, people are saying it's pixelated, so I'm gonna guess y'all can't even see the details on these coins I'm showing you. I don't know. Some of them have lines through In God We Trust. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the strikes from the modern coins. Maybe it works with the modern designs, but I just wish we could have higher relief in coins because it just looks so much better. Like if you look quarters that they come out with, the American the Beautiful quarters, it's just such a thin strike, such a low relief, and it's like, I mean, it doesn't wear down as easily, and maybe it's cheaper to produce, but it just seems cheap and low quality. I mean, U.S. coin mintage has gone downhill. They still, I mean, they still make some great coins, but it just they're just not as. That's why I like old silver and old silver dollars. They just look so nice and they're so well struck. Walking Liberties, the Barbers. Oh, I love the reverse of like a Barber quarter or a Barber half dollar. Love that design. Maybe it's easier to get more details and a lower relief. I don't know. I don't work at the mint. Though that would be really cool. Yeah, even worn Barbers, like any old silver that gets worn down, there's just, you can't beat it. Worn down silver just looks so cool. Maybe that's why Morgan dollars that are graded in poor one are so valuable. Yeah. Imagine how many errors that they catch coins go out. Imagine how many of those errors would be worth a ton of money if they escaped. Problem is, quality control has gotten better over the years. Makes it harder for collectors to get the good errors. But it does bring the value of errors up because there are fewer of them. So that's a plus and a minus. Waffle coin. Yeah, waffle coins are just weird. Like how do they even how do those even get released? How do they miss those? I mean, technically they're not legal tender as they sit, but somehow they get out anyway. I've been streaming for half an hour now. Probably won't go too much longer because I'm sure this is really boring. Open up a couple more rolls here. I can probably go back and watch this video once it's done just to see what you guys see. Because for me, it's not pixelated, but it is lagging. But y'all are saying it's pixelated, so I might just go back and watch it and see. And find out for myself. $60D. You can look for RPM on that one. I like finding the old ones, like from the 60s, with the mint mark. You might find some RPMs on those. Nice. I find a lot of Woodies from like the 80s. You know, they're pretty common, but you know, if you get one that's really dramatic in its color, especially the old Indian head scents, hey, look it up. It might be worth a little something. Depends on the coin, though. I did recently find a 1999 White AM, which is actually worth quite a bit of money. That's in my video from several weeks back. I try to post a video at least every 2 weeks. Originally I wanted to do at least once a week, but I don't always get to it, so I try to do at least every other weekend. Yeah, I love anything from the 1800s. It's just cool to find. My oldest coin is a large cent from 1798. I think I paid retail for it, but I bought it because, first of all, I wanted a coin from the 1700s because I didn't have one. And I was born in 98, so I bought a 1798 coin. My second oldest coin is one that I actually... No, my third oldest coin is an 1827 large cent. And I found that one while metal detecting one of our old properties that we lived on. Very close to it, I also found a musket ball, so that was pretty cool. I actually have the large cent right here. I put it in this little pocket watch thing. So that's pretty cool. That you can barely see 1827 on there. I don't even know if y'all can see it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and open up this wheat ender. 1820 large O cap dime. Ooh, I don't have any silver that old. I don't even have anything that's cap bust. I have a seated Liberty $50, but nothing that old. My second oldest coin is a 1825 half cent. Only 63,000 of those were minted. So that's pretty cool to have. See what a wheat ender is. It doesn't look old, and it's not. 1949. That's 4 weeks, so that's 4 Wheaties so far. And they say Wheaties are good for you. I don't think they mean this kind of Wheatie, though. You know, this looked so nice on the reverse, then I turned it over and it's all cruddy. It's a 2000. Even new coins that if I find them in really good enough shape, then I'll hang on to them. 1832 cap dime with a rotation die error. That's pretty cool. Actually, silver. I thought rotations were a little more common back then. I see a lot of that with cap bust coins and stuff like that. But it's all cool to find. Just a hint, I actually have a really, really awesome $50 hunt where I found a ton of silver. Not a whole lot, but me and my brother found a decent amount of silver in this box of halves that we went through. So I will be posting that sometime. Not quite sure when. I have to get through all my other videos first. If you're just joining us, then welcome. This is just an experimental live stream, which I did not intend to go for 36 minutes, but here we are. It's kind of fun, though. I need a better camera. I know it's lagging. I know it's pixelated, but like I said, it's just an experiment. This is the last roll I'm going to go through. This was a wheat ender, 1949 on the end. I got 3 wheats. The oldest one is a 1938, so that's pretty nice. It was a really nice 2017 P. A 1822 large cent and 1855 seeded quarter. I love seeded Liberty coins. It's probably one of my favorite U.S. coin designs, if not my favorite. I love the reverse. I had trying to think what it was. It was an 1877. I think it was an 1877 Carson City. It was a seeded Liberty $50, and I paid. I think I paid $140 for it. I bought it on Etsy, and I sold it for $199. Probably about a XF. I wouldn't. Well, maybe an XF to 8, higher XF to lower AU. It was really nice. I still have pictures of it. I like to take really nice pictures of coins and just keep them, even if I sell the coins. Yeah, eagles are nice too. I want to get into the U.S. gold market, like antique, old gold, constitutional gold. I bought one. I've owned one before, but I sold it. It was a quarter eagle. I just made a mess of all these coins. I'm gonna have to sort through this. Trisha Johnson in the chat, if y'all are wondering. Say hi. I think I've only got her and Bam Bam here. Quarter eagle. What's the date on? Oh, now. What's the date? I made a mess of this. I got a few I need to cherry pick through. I got some pile of 2017s here. I got some 82s. You can't say. Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh, okay. I see. Don't want to. That's kind of like if I found a really coin, I wouldn't, I wouldn't tell anybody about it. Maybe a few select people, but I wouldn't want it getting out there that I have it. So I understand where you're coming from. No worries, bro. All right, well, I think I'll cut it off here. I learned how to do it, but I learned that I also need a better camera because this is not going to cut it. So, thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great night and happy hunting.